The bell at Seiryū Academy rang sharply, and students spilled into the courtyard, their laughter polished, their uniforms flawless. Among them sat Riku, a quiet boy with a book balanced on his knees. His blazer looked older than the rest, the cuffs worn, the fabric softened by too many washes. He turned a page slowly, as if the world around him didn't exist. "Oi, bookworm," sneered Daichi, the son of a powerful magnate. He walked over with two boys at his side, their grins ready for cruelty. "Still hiding in your books? What's the point? You'll never be more than a shadow." Riku closed the book gently and looked up. His voice was calm, almost too soft. "Better a shadow than a flame that burns out too quickly." Daichi's friends laughed, more at the insult than the words. Daichi's smirk deepened. "Careful, shadows disappear when the light is on." He slapped Riku's notebook from his lap, scattering pages across the ground. Laughter rippled through the courtyard, and Riku bent to collect his things without another word. Later in class, Miss Hayashi stood at the front, holding a stack of papers. "Students, we have been selected to participate in the national debate competition. Seiryū Academy expects excellence. You will be divided into groups. The first group will be Daichi, Aiko, Mei, and Riku." The classroom stirred. Daichi raised a hand casually. "Sensei, let's not waste time. Obviously I'll be captain, and obviously Riku can sharpen pencils for us." Laughter erupted. Ms. Hayashi frowned. "The captain will be chosen by merit, not arrogance. Riku, would you like to speak for yourself?" Every head turned. For a long moment, silence hung. Then Riku lifted his gaze. "I'll participate," he said firmly. Daichi smirked. "Fine. Let's see the shadow try." After school, the four met in the library. Daichi slouched in his chair, tossing a pen in the air. "Here's how it works," he announced. "I'll speak, you three nod, and we'll win. Don't slow me down." Riku unfolded his notes, the pages filled with precise handwriting. "The topic is social inequality. We should build arguments from—" "You wouldn't know anything about inequality," Daichi interrupted, his tone dripping with scorn. "You live in it." Riku's eyes flickered, but he didn't respond. Mei shifted uncomfortably. Aiko, quiet and thoughtful, said, "Let him speak, Daichi. We're a team." Reluctantly, Daichi waved a dismissive hand. "Fine, impress us, Shadow." Riku laid out his points. He spoke of dignity, of injustice, of how systems failed ordinary people. His tone was steady, his reasoning sharp. Even Aiko leaned closer, intrigued. Daichi rolled his eyes but said nothing. When the day of the competition arrived, the auditorium buzzed with energy. Daichi strode to the stage first, delivering a flawless opening. His voice carried authority, his posture exuded confidence. The audience nodded. It seemed victory was already theirs. Then Riku stepped forward. At first his voice was quiet, but his words carried weight. He spoke not of theories, but of real people. He painted pictures of children bent over books by candlelight, of workers crushed beneath invisible burdens, of hope surviving where no one expected it. His voice did not rise in arrogance, yet the room leaned closer with every sentence. By the time he finished, silence hung heavy. The judges scribbled furiously. The applause that followed was not polite, it was genuine. Seiryū Academy won. Yet when the team returned, the whispers in the hallway weren't about Daichi's performance. They were about Riku. That night, Daichi cornered Riku near the lockers. "Don't get proud," he hissed. "One lucky speech doesn't change anything. You're still nothing." Riku met his glare calmly. "If nothing defeated you, what does that make you?" Daichi's face flushed red. He shoved Riku against the wall, but Aiko appeared at the corner. "Enough," she snapped. "He earned the victory. You know it." Daichi pulled back, fists shaking. "You'll regret humiliating me." He stormed away. Weeks later, scandal erupted. Daichi's father's company was accused of embezzlement. Reporters swarmed. The once respected name became a curse. Students whispered behind Daichi's back, their admiration replaced with ridicule. At assembly, the headmaster announced, "Daichi Arakawa, until these matters are clarified, you are suspended from all leadership roles." Gasps filled the hall. Daichi's face burned with shame. He turned to find Riku's calm eyes watching from the back. "Happy now?" Daichi spat later. Riku shook his head. "Number. Because your fall proves names are fragile." "You think you're better?" Daichi growled. Riku hesitated, his lips pressed together. "I didn't want to say this, but maybe it's time." The truth spread the next day like wildfire. Riku wasn't poor. He wasn't nobody. He was Riku Takahashi, the only son of Haruto Takahashi, a reclusive billionaire who owned skyscrapers across Tokyo. He had hidden his name, choosing to live as an ordinary student, to see how people treated him when they thought he was nothing. Shock rippled through Seiryū. Teachers apologized. Students bowed. The headmaster invited him to his office, but Riku only kept his notebook close, watching silently. Daichi confronted him in the courtyard. "You tricked us. You let me humiliate you." Riku closed his book and stood. "Number, I let you reveal yourself." Daichi's fists clenched. "You're a coward." "No," Riku said evenly. "I'm a mirror, and you don't like what you saw." For once, Daichi had no answer. Months passed. Graduation arrived. Riku was chosen to deliver the farewell address. Standing at the podium, he looked over the hall of students, teachers, and parents. His voice was calm, steady. "My father taught me that wealth is heavy," he began. "So heavy it can crush the truth. I wanted to see if friendship, respect, and dignity could survive without it. I learned that many cannot, but I also learned something else. Those who value you when you are nothing will remain when you are everything." He paused. The hall held its breath. "Power does not come from a name," he said. "It comes from how you carry the truth. Never forget that." The applause began softly, then swelled, filling the hall. Students stood. Teachers bowed their heads. For once, Riku was not the shadow. And from that day, the legend of the Silent Heir lived on, not as the story of a billionaire's son, but as the boy who had chosen honesty over arrogance. Because names can be inherited, but truth cannot.